Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, and the way that I do it, people, is number one is that I help people to realize that what they consider to be their soul is the Spirit of God. Therefore, God lives inside of you, and all you have to do is take possession of that, and you become God and become a co creator with the Spirit of God. I'm also creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. And the way I do it, people, is that I realize and know that the greatest asset there is in this entire world is people, man. People's life is the greatest asset. Therefore, in the spiritual realm, we are creating means and ways on how to make that happen, which will be manifested over time, especially as we continue to work as a collective. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is that creating knowledge helps you to navigate the unknown. In life, there's things that you know and there's things that you don't know. Now, for the things that you know, obviously, that makes you very comfortable because you know what to do in all of those instances. Like you're dealing with things that you already know. The trick to growing, though, and developing yourself is that all that information lies in the unknown. Now, there's several paths. Like there's three ways that people learn. You learn by seeing, by hearing, and writing things down. Those are the three ways that anybody can learn. Now, there's other source of knowledge, obviously, whether it's watching videos or reading a book or whatever the case is. And those are great and all, especially if those are ways that are natural for you to learn, then I say go for that. But for those people that are not, that are a lot like myself, like I don't read books, people, not even the Bible. And I do watch videos though, but my favorite way of learning is that I create knowledge. I create knowledge, people, by making things make sense, you know? Like, if you think about it, then you realize that you have this capacity also. And if you ask me, you can still do the other two that you do, reading books and watching videos. But I promise you, people, the most, in my opinion, the most effective way of learning, people, is to create knowledge. And the way that you create knowledge, my people, is that, again, you make sense of things. So it's like it takes a tremendous amount of mind space, though, in the sense that you have to get really good at using your mind to solve your problems. And the cool thing, though, is that, your ability to think, like thinking is faster than the speed of light, man. So therefore, you can get a lot accomplished once you master that faculty. That's one of your 6 hour faculty, the ability to think. So it's like, and I run another lesson on that maybe tomorrow, but it's like, when you can think about things, it gives you the opportunity to run scenarios. And it's like when you think about things, it's like, okay, well, why do I do these things? Why do I keep making the same mistake over and over? Like, you have to be aware, obviously. That's a key component, is that you must be aware of the things you're doing, the ways you're being. So it's like, as you become aware, then you got to be aware and say, okay, well, why do I do ABC? And, also when you realize that the result that you're having in your life is a direct correlation between the actions that you're taking, then therefore you realize that if you don't like a certain scenario to keep repeating itself, then you must change your actions. And the fact that you're aware of those actions, then you got to figure out and start. That's where your mind comes in. And this is how you create the knowledge. You just say, okay, great. I don't like the outcome. This is what I'm currently doing, and it's not yielding me the result that I want. So it's like, okay, well, how are you going to change? Like, what are you going to change? Or what actions can you change? Now, the whole idea of the unknown is that you obviously don't know the answer to that. So this is where trials and tribulation come in. It's like you try different scenarios. You try making a change. It's like you're tweaking your routine. You change one component. You see the result. Then you evaluate the result. If it's what you want, great, but most time it's not gonna be. So you say, okay, great, that changed things a little bit. What else can I change? And you keep changing little things, people, and next thing you know, you look up, you got a completely new scenario because you did the process of elimination. You change, don't change everything at once, people. It's like you change different components based on what makes the most sense to you. Because again, we are meaning making machines. So the more you make things make sense is the more it goes from the unknown column of life into the known. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you grow, people. Is you grow because you're adding to the list of things that you know. And the more things that you know, the more you can handle, the more effective you become over time. And you know that makes sense. That's how you've gotten good at anything. You know, if you're a tractor trailer driver, you didn't become great at it overnight. You had to get really good at learning the techniques how to go around driving in the city. You know what I mean? And that's with any daggone thing, man. Is that it takes practice, it takes repetition, because we're creatures of habits. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you keep practicing the scenario that produced the results you want until it becomes a habit, people. And that's how your life become not only manageable, but it's like now you're in control of your life because you're fully aware of the things you need to work on, and it's intentionally taking action on a daily basis. I would say regular, but if you ask me, I'm all about every day improving your life, every single day, 365 a year. Because there's so much things for us to learn. There's so many areas we need to grow in. There's so much things we need to do. So it's like, why not? You know what I mean? What else are you doing? You're too busy to take a day off from your own life, the amazing life that you're creating. So it's like, I want you to just get the formula, though. The formula is to be very aware. And as you increase your awareness, be honest with yourself and hold yourself accountable for the things that you're not doing correctly. Like, own up to that. You know what? I suck in this regard and I want to change that. And whatever that looks like, get busy thinking, okay, what can I change right now that I believe will make a difference? And keep trying different scenarios again, people, until you get the result that you desire, you know? And, it's like, it makes a lot of sense because keep in mind what I've shared with you a long time ago, people. See, in life, it doesn't give you what you want. It doesn't give you what you think you deserve. It only gives you what you believe that you are right now. Therefore, you always, every single day, your goal should be to strive to be the higher, better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever the vision is that God have given you for you to accomplish, is that you got to keep asking yourself with your mind, how would you be if you had that vision right now? And every single day, that is the goal. That is what your task is how do I be the way I need to be right now so I can attain the things I want? Because people, there's no such thing as the future, but wait, you don't need the time to pass for you to materialize it. Those things are operating right now. It's just that you are on a lower frequency than the frequency where you need to be in order to be able to attain and maintain the vision that God have given you. So is that you just simply have to work on being who you need to be to attract and maintain the things you truly desire, So it's like, I really want you to keep that in mind. I want you to really focus on what that looks like for you, like really think about that, you know what I'm saying? And really practice on being your higher self every single day, people, because that's how you transform your life. That's how you go from the unknown to the known, people. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you've never been your highest version of yourself, so that's an unknown. So you got to consistently practice on how would you have to be to maintain the vision that God give you. Use that as your benchmark, as a ruler, man. With that being said, people, I'm going to stop it there for now, but I really want you to put your mind to that, people. Get busy creating the visions that you see in your mind and get busy working on the way you need to be in order to attract it and maintain that vision. Anyways, people, shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. This is the space, people, where we are indeed creating heaven on earth. And the way we do it, people, is that we understand and know that everything is energy and energy is everything. Therefore, we understand that every single day we have to operate at a higher frequency. And the way you do that, people, is by intentionally focusing on thinking positive. The glass is always half full, never half empty. Also, is that, we have to intentionally take action that inject positivity into the world every single day. We have to choose to inspire and motivate others. We have to choose to, have positive self-talk, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to ourselves, talk about, you know, things that you, even though you have never attained them yet, I want you to speak life into yourself. Like, that is an intentional action that is very necessary. So I need you to really practice on just being positive across the board, because positivity equals higher frequency. Higher frequency is higher energy. Therefore, you attract the highest version of yourself as you continue to do that and eventually make that a habit. People, the benefits for being a part of this collective, number one is peace. Every single day, people, the gift from God that you receive by being a part of this collective as you join in this effort is that you'll have a peace that you've never experienced before, that you can be in the middle of a storm and you can be as calm as I am right now. People, also, is joy, God's gift is joy, man. You get a joy that naturally just permeate through you, like you're naturally bursting with happiness, man, because God is joy, God is happiness, and as you adapt His work, He put that inside of you, people, in your soul. That is, your soul is shining through. Number three, people, is blessings, man. Favor and blessings. Favor in the sense that God will put you in rooms that you have no business being in. You know what I'm saying? He will have opportunities come hunt you down. Blessings, people, the things that you see, the step that you take, anything your hand touches, God will bless it, because He's capable. He's more than capable of doing that. So God will bless the things that you desire to do. He will give you a massive favor in that regards. Anything you touch must prosper. It leads to goal. You have the Midas touch, per se. And my favorite is protection, man. God will protect you, man, from any ill will, harm, or danger, man. Whether it's from people, from governments, from whatever the case is that, God protect His people that's out here doing His work, man. His protection is up on your life, you know what I mean? And believe me when I tell you that that's facts. That is and it will happen for those people that is doing God's work. Now, the requirement for you to be a part of this collective so you can receive those benefits, people, is that number one is that you must choose to believe that the Spirit of God lives inside of you. Because when you do that, then the Spirit can use your vessel to accomplish His will. Because everybody have a purpose, people. I'm doing mine. Figure out what yours is and get busy doing that, Number two, people, is that yes, you must follow my pages and watch my videos every day, because these downloads that I'm sharing with you, these are here to wake your soul up, man. As I speak, I'm speaking directly to your soul, and it's downloading information that your soul need to hear so it can rise. Because right now, there's a lot of people with dormant souls right now, just like I was dormant up until about 4 years ago. And number three, people, is you must speak your truth, man. You speak your truth in the sense that your truth is not your present circumstances. Those are symptoms of this matrix that you're experiencing, but that's not your reality. Your reality is the amazing vision that God have given you of what your life looks like and how you're contributing, making a big difference in this world. And that is indeed your reality, people. And the more you focus on that and developing yourself every single day, then you work on being that version of yourself that would have the vision that God gave you. And as you share your experience of what it's taken for you to be the higher version of yourself, that is indeed you speaking your truth, people, because you are trying to be the highest version of yourself, which is what's going to allow you to achieve, attain, and maintain the visions that God have for you. So, choose to believe that, people. Grab your phone, share whatever God lays on your heart, man, and bless other people. Other people's breakthrough is directly tied to you, just like yours is tied to mine. With that being said, people, shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world, and the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. You know, yesterday on my feed, I was watching a lot of just people coming into Jamaica, man. Salvador sent about 300 people to help with search and rescue. I see a lot of these organizations from over in the U.S. and other parts of the world that is flying into Jamaica to help with AIDS, you know, for the people. A lot of local artists, man, that's really there contributing, whether it's Beating Man, Sean Paul, this guy that told them, I forget the name. But all these different celebrities, man, or people in general that, you know, just genuinely love Jamaica. Like Shaggy. Thank you, Shaggy, for coming out there for making some moves and so forth. And just regular local people, man. Or people overseas that are sending barrels. Like, I'm so happy to see the contribution of people across this world. And right now I want to take this time to pray for blessings and abundance over those people's lives that are choosing to contribute to God's favorite land, Jamaica. Thank you, people, for your contributions. Thank you for, you know, whatever that is, whether it's donating goods or money, and the aid or contribution to helping people that have been devastated because of this hurricane, you know? Like, the devastation is real, people. Like, there's a lot of people right now who's literally homeless because their home is gone. You know what I mean? And just know that your contribution is making a world of difference. And I just want to express my appreciation for your contributions. And I definitely pray for blessings over your life. I pray that God will multiply your contribution 10 or 100-fold even. You know what I'm saying? So continue to contribute, continue to help whatever way you can. I know there's other people across the island who wants to go to damaged areas and really go help out. And that's that community vibe that I'm not used to growing up in Jamaica. And I really appreciate that you guys still have that tendency. Outside of that, the last thing I say, though, is for people that own land in those areas, listen to me. You hold on to your land. Do not sell your land to these corrupt investors that's coming down there to steal your land for pennies on the dollar, people. Believe me when I tell you, Jamaica, that area, St. Elizabeth, will bounce back 10, 100-fold. We got to think about it. It's the third city that's going to be in Jamaica outside of Kingston and Montego Bay. And it's going to be a smart city. We got the airport coming right there in freaking Little London in Westmoreland. What am I trying to get at, people? Hold on to your land, man. Hold on to your land. You've hold on to it all this time. And I know things are trying. I know things are tough. And I really hope that the government will really find ways to get you money quick and fast to help you rebuild your life. Come up with programs on how to help people rebuild. Maybe some of these module homes. I don't know what the answer is, man. But I'm going to say this. I know as a collective and people of Jamaica and the diaspora and so forth, I know we can come up with plans that can really effectively help these people get their lives together without losing their land by sending for pennies on a dollar. People, hold on to your land. I promise you, it'll be worth way more in the next 5 to 10 years. You hold on to that land, all right? That's all I want to say about that, man. I'll say this last but not least. Always remember our mantras, people. We are going to choose to be our brothers and sisters keepers. And number 2, we'll always each one teach one. You know, I believe in you, people. I really do believe in y'all, man. My declarations over y'all life, number 1 is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you really heed this message, man, today. Work on being your higher self, you know. Work on being the version of you that you need to be to achieve and maintain the vision that God had for you. That is my prayer for you today, people. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk tomorrow.